What's up, guys? Top of the morning, Thursday, June 19th. We are here once again at 4 a.m. on the dot. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. That is the nature of things. You know, if you don't decide who you are as a person, then the world's going to decide for you. I think one of the worst phrases that anyone has ever said, that when I was a kid, I used to think it was a smart thing to say, oh yeah, just kind of just go with the flow. But to say you just go with the flow is, for one, a dumb thing to say, because what you're saying is, I want the world to decide what my actions will be. The world can decide what my thoughts will be. The crowd will decide on my own morals. And it's a bit of, plausible deniability, right? To a certain point. Well, it wasn't me. I didn't really want to do it, but everyone else was doing it. It's not my fault. I was just going with the crowd. That's the same way as saying that's what you decided to do. And I think at some point when you want something different for your life, when you know who you are, when you take the time to be a deep thinking person, to decide what morals you want to stand for, what thoughts matter the most to you, you'll realize going with the flow is the worst thing ever. You'll realize that if you do not make morals and standards and rules for yourself on how you live your life, how you want to view the world, how you treat other people, what good are you? You just become a cog in a wheel. You're just a number, part of a crowd. And there's no true virtue there. Because we all have to decide what we want to be for ourselves. We all have to take absolute accountability of our lives if we ever want to further them and build them up. And there's going to be times you disagree with people that you care about. A guy was on live the other day and he was saying that, he wants to learn how to cook better, but his mom keeps kicking him out of the kitchen because he argues politics with her every single time. What's the point in that? If you know how you think, you know how you think. You don't have to bring your mom into it and start debating her. Your own rules and morals should be to create harmony in my home, to have my parents know that they're loved, to know, hey, we're gonna have disagreements from time to time, but I do care for you, and those things have to supersede what the crowd is telling you to do. Oh, if someone disagrees with you, argue with them to the death, no matter what the argument might be. Just do it because it puts you in the right. It probably just makes you a jerk. And you have to be able to reason well. The function of a human being is to know how to reason, right? It's like the function of a knife is to be sharp and to cut things, regardless of how bedazzled it might be. It must actually have a function of doing its job. As a human, we're supposed to be able to reason, to be able to use logic and reasoning to decide on the best course of action that isn't always obvious. And you must create rules for yourself in order to know what that reason is going to be. And you have to decide for yourself, but take absolute accountability of your own life. That way you can be you and the world can get what you offer and not just what the crowd says you should offer. Have a good day, guys.